Well, food and energy price rises affect us all, but if you don't have much money, then the effect can be greater because, of course, food and energy forms a greater part of your household budget. As we can see here, over the last couple of years, energy costs have gone up spectacularly. A couple of months ago, they even reached an extra £1,400 a year on top of what they were in 2021, though, as we can see, they've dipped recently. Let's have a look at food increases. So from the same low base, they've gone up not as spectacularly, but we're now at the point where the average household's food outlay is outstripping that of energy. And if you do have high energy costs, you might be able to do something like turn down the heating in your house. But what if you can't afford to eat?
It's especially hard for low-income families who will probably already be buying the cheapest items in the shops, so can't cut down by buying cheaper food. And what we've seen is that these people are much more likely to just stop eating or eat less.
And the Food Resolution Foundation believes that it could be up to a fifth of households in this country are either reducing the amount that they eat or skipping meals in order to save money.
Yeah, but we know we've got food banks for some people who need help, but is there any other support for people who can't afford food?
Well, what we're now seeing is the rise in food pantries. These are community charity organisations which sell food but at a reduced cost. And I went to visit one in Surrey this morning. Okay. Well, this is Epsom Pantry, a membership-only community shop open 3 days a week where people can get their weekly shop for just a £5. Here to explain how it works is Bex, the pantry manager. Go on then, how does it work? How do you get your weekly shop for a £5 here?
So people can come in every week and they get to choose three high-value items that we call them hearts. That will be things like your cereals, your teas, and we also
They've
stock
actually got
things
hearts
like...
to identify them, yeah.
We also stock things like meat, and then 7 of your more store-cupboard essentials, that will be things like pasta, rice,
the diamond items.
Teas, the diamond items. And then in the middle over here, we also stock fresh fruit and veg, and this is all free and extra on top of your shop.
It seems like food inflation just keeps going up. What's your experience of that?
Yeah, so just from running this, over this year, we've seen the costing of this has really increased because of buying in a lot of our stock. And we know members come in and they just, can't afford what they used to be able to because of the price increases. £5 just doesn't stretch as far as it used to in the shop, so coming here means people can get a lot for their money, and then they go top it up elsewhere at the shops.
Now, I spoke to a number of customers in the food pantry this morning, and they told me that the price of eggs, fish, meat, things like cereal and washing tablets had gone up a considerable amount and are causing problems for families, even in an affluent place like Surrey.
Food costs is just absolutely ridiculous, even just to go and buy your basic staples.
It's sad that we're all just kind of stuck. I mean, the majority of my friendship group, we all still live at home because we just can't afford to move out. You can just about cover the rent, but then when it comes to food and energy on top of that, it just doesn't work.
A loaf of bread's now £1.50 when it used to be £1. Like everything, soup, beans are £1 a tin now. It used to be 50p. Everything sort of doubled in price.